Okay, the bell just rang. Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian are talking to each other, talking trash. They're looking up at the $100,000 that's hanging above the ring. So you see, this was the final match in a series of matches between these two teams to decide who gets to have Terry Runnels as their manager. And they also win $100,000, which is hanging above the ring. So this is a tag team ladder match. They got to climb up and grab the $100,000 in cash. That's the goal. I remember watching this live on pay-per-view all the way back in 1999. And I didn't really expect a whole lot. I didn't really know what to expect. I knew these teams were good, but, we didn't know what was to come. And that this would be a seminal match in the history of ladder matches. Edge and Christian are going to get a ladder from outside the ring, but the Hardys cut them off. Also, Gangrel is at ringside supporting the Hardy Boys. This was at a time when the Hardys were called the New Brood. And so Gangrel is out there. Both teams are back in the ring. Hardys attacking Edge and Christian. During the year 1999, this is when these two teams really started to show what they were made of. They really didn't get a ton of opportunities to really showcase what they were capable of doing. This is like the first time when Edge just backdropped Jeff Hardy over the top rope and Jeff went flying. And now Edge just did a drop kick from the ring apron to Jeff Hardy, who was holding a ladder, and the ladder just landed on top of Jeff. Matt is on the ring apron. He just clotheslined Edge. This was before all the TLC matches. You have to keep that in mind. Christian just did a springboard to the outside, just knocked down Matt Hardy. Now Christian's got the ladder. He just put the ladder in the ring. Christian's in the ring by himself. Yeah, and so this was before all the TLC matches and all the crazy stuff that people do these days. We weren't used to seeing this stuff. Christian just tried to climb the ladder, and Jeff Hardy just threw him off of it. Now Edge just threw Jeff Hardy off of the ladder. Now Edge is starting to climb the ladder. Now Matt's back in the ring. He's climbing the other side. Oh no, he didn't climb. He just pushed down the ladder with Edge on it. So live crowds were not accustomed to seeing, this type of a ladder match. Okay, so this is like the first spot where everything goes crazy. So Jeff Hardy and Christian just did a tug of war with the ladder. Jeff is in the corner. The ladder is leaned up against Jeff, and Christian just ran up the ladder and kicked him in the face. Now that was like the first spot where the crowd goes, whoa, okay. That's something different. We haven't seen that kind of thing before. Now, Edge and Christian just Irish whipped Matt Hardy into a ladder, which is propped up in the corner. Edge just jumped off of Christian's back to do a crossbody onto Matt, but Matt moved out of the way. Edge went right into the ladder. See, this type of vicious stuff with the ladder, we're just starting to see it. And the crowd is like, whoa, what's going on here? I mean, this is very early in the match. This is the match that put these two teams on the map. They were in the tag division before, and they got to show what they could do a little bit, but this was the one where, okay, now these guys are legitimate stars. And by the way, the crowd is clapping for these guys. And we're still early in the match. Okay, Christian is climbing the ladder. Matt just climbed up there with him and did a backdrop off the ladder. Crowd is clapping again. So you see, the crowd isn't used to seeing this stuff, so this is amazing to them. This is a spectacle. And they appreciate the kind of work these guys are putting in already. By the way, Christian did like, I forget what you call it, I don't know if it's an impaler DDT or some type of DDT off the ladder. And Edge just power bombed Matt Hardy off the ladder. So this is all within the space of like a minute or two, like a whole bunch of moves with the ladder. Now Edge is climbing. Jeff is on the turnbuckle in the corner. He just drop kicked Edge off the ladder. Again, crowd clapping again. So as this is going on, people are starting to realize, okay, these two teams are special. And they're giving them a show that they've never seen before. Okay, Matt Hardy just slammed Edge onto a ladder that's flat in the ring, and Jeff Hardy just did a swanton onto Edge, who is laying on the ladder. Matt's picking up the ladder. Matt and Jeff are in the ring with Christian, who's alone. They just prop the ladder in the corner, Irish whip Christian into the corner, and they just did the poetry in motion. Jeff just went into Christian, and the ladder just fell down. Okay, now Matt and Jeff are holding the ladder, and basically they just clothesline Christian in the face with that ladder. Again, this type of brutality, not really seen before. And remember, this may have been the very first tag team ladder match in the WWE, from what I can remember. So you're not used to seeing these kind of moves. Okay, now Jeff, ladder is up. Jeff leapfrogs the ladder. Oh, Jeff climbs to the top turnbuckle, leapfrogs the ladder, does a leg drop onto Christian. And the crowd is standing and giving them a standing ovation. Everybody's clapping. And we're only a couple minutes in. What, like 7 minutes into this match? Like, the action is fast-paced, too. This is rapid fire. I mean, okay. now it's escalating. So Christian was laying in the ring. They had put a ladder on top of Christian flat, and Matt Hardy just did a moonsault onto the ladder, which is on top of Christian. Now here comes Edge. He's got his own ladder, so now you got two ladders in the ring. Jeff is climbing one of them, and then Edge just hit him with the other ladder, knocked him off. Now Edge just threw the ladder at Matt Hardy. Okay, now Edge just springboarded Jeff Hardy into a ladder into his brother Matt. So now the Hardys are out of commission temporarily. Edge is climbing the ladder to grab the $100,000 bag, and Matt Hardy just threw a ladder at Edge, and Edge fell off, and all the ladders are down now. So the match is getting more violent, it's getting more intense, and the action is so fast-paced. It's like you can't blink or you're gonna miss something. Okay, Matt and Jeff are holding a ladder. So Matt and Jeff holding a ladder at each end. They try to clothesline Edge just like they did to Christian, but Edge ducked, and Christian just happened to be on the top turnbuckle and did like a crossbody onto the ladder, knocking both Matt and Jeff down. Again, very creative stuff, inventive stuff, stuff that nobody's ever seen before at this point in time. This is October 1999. Okay, so Matt Hardy is sitting in the corner. They put a ladder between his legs, open it up, and then Edge and Christian just did a baseball slide into the ladder, into Matt Hardy's crotch, and Matt is still selling. Okay, now they're sandwiching Jeff Hardy and slamming one half of the ladder down on top of him over and over and over again. Again, more inventive stuff. Everybody clapping now. They're loving this. This crowd is loving this match. Okay, now Jeff is sandwiched inside of a ladder, and Edge and Christian did their one signature tag team move, which is like Christian doing like a roll, a backwards roll into Edge. Edge picks him up and slams him down on top of the ladder. Okay, see, Edge and Christian just Irish whipped Matt, picked him up, and slammed him into a ladder. You see, you notice how I can't even get a breath in before they do something else with the ladder. It's just nonstop. They're not giving the audience a chance to even breathe. They want to keep the intensity as high as possible. Okay, Jeff Hardy just hit a twist of fate on Christian. 2 ladders are set up right next to each other in the ring. Edge is climbing one of them. Jeff just hit Edge. Okay, now Jeff climbed the other one, and Edge just hit a move on Jeff off the ladder. Now everybody's down. By the way, Edge is Adam Copeland for new fans, by the way. And Christian is Christian Cage. Edge is now climbing by himself. Matt Hardy hit Edge. Matt is now climbing one side of the other ladder. And he just hit a neck breaker to Edge off the ladder. Crowd is clapping again. They're loving this. I mean, at this point, this is like Edge and Christian and the Hardys. Like, no matter what they do for the rest of this match, they're already solidified as bona fide superstars now. Christian and Jeff climbing one ladder. Again, like, there's never a moment in the match where nothing's going on. Like, there's always something going on with one or two of the guys. It's very important. So there's no point where this is going to be boring. Okay. Christian just threw Jeff off the ladder. They both went down. So basically a big succession of moves off the ladder. And Edge just used a ladder like a battering ram to viciously hit Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy fell out of the ring. And the other thing is they have a camera hanging above the middle of the ring showing these great camera shots that they had never seen before, like the crowd. Like, that's very common today in ladder matches, but this was a new thing for them. So there's a lot of ground being broken in this match, and nobody even expected it. You know, nobody thought like, wow, this is going to be like a milestone match. Nobody thought that. Okay. Christian has Jeff Hardy in superplex position, but Matt comes in and ruins that. Okay. See, now they just hit one of the coolest spots of the match. They have one ladder that is open on the mat. They have another ladder placed on top of it. Jeff was on the top rope. Matt and Christian were punching each other in the face, and then Jeff just basically did a senton onto one side of the ladder, which brought up the legs of the ladder and hit Matt and Christian in the face. This is the creativity I'm talking about. Genius stuff. The crowd is standing now. They're not even going to sit down again. They're looking at these guys like they're gods. Everybody's down now, by the way. Except the crowd. They're standing. And their bodies have to be super sore right now. They just did so many moves with the ladders and the throwing the ladders. And I mean, okay, now both ladders are set up. All 4 guys are standing. It looks like everybody's going to climb both ladders. Okay, now all 4 guys now. Going for that $100,000 bag. Which, by the way, is way higher than any of them. And with the size of these ladders, they cannot reach them. So this is probably not the finish of the match. And, Christian just okay, so all 4 guys just went down because both ladders got pushed over, and now all 4 guys are down again. Everybody clapping. The crowd knows they're seeing something special. The crowd knows that they are witnessing history right now. And I remember watching this match and just being like, my mind was blown when I was watching it live on pay-per-view. All right. Everybody exhausted now. Well, they're all selling. That's what they're all doing. Ladders are set up again, both of them. Edge put up one, Jeff put up the other. Edge is climbing one. Jeff is climbing one. But they're exhausted. Christian's climbing one side. Matt is climbing one side of the other. So Matt and Edge are on one, Jeff and Christian are on the other. These ladders are at like a perpendicular angle to each other. And let's see what happens. Edge and Matt are punching each other. Oh, Matt just pushed over. Oh, pushed over one. And then Matt just pushed over the ladder that Jeff and Christian were on. And Jeff landed on the ladder that Edge was on. And Jeff is climbing up. And he's got the $100,000 bag, and that's the end of the match. Edge got knocked off in the process. So that was a very climactic ending. You know, you didn't see it really coming. Jeff had to maintain his balance, which the ladder almost tipped over with him on it, which makes it even better because it makes it feel real, like anything could have happened here. And Jeff just won by the skin of his teeth. So what happened here is that Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys end up looking like equals because the Hardy Boys won just barely, and they just put on an incredible match in about, what, like 16 minutes and something seconds? The crowd is standing. They're clapping for all these guys, even though Edge and Christian just lost. They're in the ring. Everybody's clapping for them. The Hardys ran to the back with the $100,000. And, wow, I mean, they just cemented their legacies here because even if these guys never had another match, this one is one match that stands the test of time and is definitely worth watching if you've never seen it before. It's amazing. And all four of these guys now have Hall of Fame careers. And it really got jump-started in this match.